Can I ask you about growth? Because the US Federal Reserve will decide on interest rates later on today. It will make its decision known whether it's a 50 basis point move higher or whether it's more. We saw the central bank here in France saying that for the second quarter it saw barely any growth. Are you concerned that if the Fed tightens more than expected, it could slow growth right here in France?
No, I'm not concerned. I really think that the key point now and for the coming month is to reduce the level of inflation. We have a very high level of inflation, an increase on prices due to the very high level of energy prices. And if we want to protect our people, the key point is to reduce the level of inflation. And you need to have a strong decision both on the monetary policy, also on the budget policy, so that we can be able to reduce that level of inflation. When you are looking at the decisions that have been already taken by the French government over the last month, we have been efficient in reducing the level of inflation by protecting the people against the rise of energy prices, by freezing the gas prices, by capping the electricity price. We will stick to that policy to protect our economy, to protect our people against inflation. But on the long term, we should never forget that the key point is to have more growth and more jobs. So coming back to a normal situation is of course a priority, but the long-term priority must remain more growth, more jobs, and of course in the global framework of the fight against climate change.
Let me probe a little bit further then on energy, because there is a huge energy transition playing out. You can even see it here on the ground at VivaTech. You've mentioned in the last 24 hours or so that all options are on the table when it comes to nationalising EDF. Would that send a negative signal to investment if you nationalise the power company just as this energy transition is taking place?
Well, once again, it is one of the options that are on the table as far as EDF is concerned. You know that the French state already has 84% of EDF. So that's already a company that is what we call in France secteur public, service public, which is of key importance for all French citizens. I really think that the key point is to get access to electricity everywhere in Europe at a low price. That's the challenge for the next decades. You know, we just decided to get rid of thermic car by 2035, which means that we will need more electricity at a very low price. Our policy with Emmanuel Macron is quite clear. We want to build new renewable energies. We want to be more sober as far as consumption is concerned. And we also rely on new nuclear plants. And I think this is one of the key specificities of the French choice. We strongly believe that nuclear energy is one of the key components if we want to succeed on the fight against climate change.
Minister, thank you for taking the question.